There we go. That's better. It's probably best this way. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Just trying to get my camera right. I'm in an awkward position. How y'all doing tonight? I mean, tonight. I've been on the land so long. I'm like, how y'all doing tonight? What's going on, everybody? Give me some glasses. I know I'm gonna need them. I had to come back and handle some business here on Easley Island, and I'm heading right back. So, what's up, ATL? What's up, Cuz I? What's up, Mississippi in the house? I see you. Becky Hoffman, uh, Erica Mafly family. What's going on? You know what? I started watching y'all video last night live, and I end up getting a call. Had to do something completely different, but I wanted to touch on something last night that y'all was talking about. But I'm gonna go ahead and just touch on certain things today. Erica, my fly family in the house, y'all. Granny Holmes, Granny Karma Homestead, how you doing? It's good to see you in here. I know I said I didn't really want to do this no more when it comes to talking about, how can I put this? What we should be doing. What we should be doing. You know what's hard about that of saying I'm not going to talk about that stuff no more. What's hard about it is it's hard to see somebody get hurt. That's what it is. It's not that I'm trying to make people do something that I want them to do, or it's not that I'm trying to force people one direction or another. Just like I said the other day with the product reviews, I'm not a salesman. I'm just reviewing products, just like everybody else do online. So I'm not trying to force anybody to do anything. It's just I want to see a show of hands. How many people is just walking through this life, watching people bump their head and be like, "Ooh, I told you, watch your step, watch your step." And when I see this, it hurt me inside because I'm watching it. You know what? I'm gonna start with this story right here before we move right into this mess. I was at a grocery store, maybe, I don't know, a few days ago. Don't even matter when it was. And I seen this little girl. Let me back that up. She's not a little girl. She was a young lady. And they had this young lady outside collecting grocery carts. Well, instantly, what struck me was she was beautiful. Young lady, she was beautiful. She worked at this particular grocery store, and that's what kind of caught my eye. The other thing that caught my eye was she was on her phone. She was out in the parking lot looking at her phone like this, because that's probably the only time that she can look at that phone while she's at work. She's out in the parking lot staring at that phone like this, not realizing I'm right there about to crash right into her, right? Beautiful young lady. Attention gone, devastated, out of here. Anybody evil and wicked could have took that young lady and nobody probably would have ever seen her again. And I thought that to myself because y'all know I have a daughter, I have children, and I thought that to myself. My daughter is beautiful, and I always teach her, I don't care what you are doing or where you are at. Pay attention to your surroundings at all times. Keep your head on a swivel. Break your neck at all times. I don't care. Lesson to the wise. If you don't break your neck and keep it on swivel, somebody else will. If you dig what I'm saying. I took it upon myself to stop, get out my truck. And I know it was kind of awkward. And I felt like it was awkward. I felt awkward because I'm approaching this young lady and it's all weird. I said, sweetheart, get off your phone. Get off your phone. Please. I know you got, and I know this seemed weird and everything. And she probably watching me now. I said, listen, I'm in this store all the time. Sweetheart, pay attention to all these. I said, see that dude over there in that truck over there? That dude was sitting in that truck when I went in the store, went shopping. I was in there for about 45 minutes, came out, and that dude is still in that little white truck, and I still ain't figured out what he doing. Baby girl, pay attention, please. I don't want to see nothing happen to you. I'm in here all the time. I see you. Just pay attention because I'm thinking of my daughter in my head, right? I don't want to see nothing happen to my baby or nobody else's baby. So that's what kind of got me. Is like, let me see something here. What got me was I don't want to see nothing happen to nobody's child or nobody for that instant. Nobody. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I had to get this together because I know good and well what's about to happen here. Okay. So, there we go. My point is this. I hate standing by, and even though the little girl was looking at me like, what the hell is you looking at me for? Or why are you talking to me? You are not my daddy. She had that look on her face of mind your own damn business, you old grumpy old man, right? I get it. I totally get it. But when I seen this young lady, I thought to myself, I'm not the only one that out of the corner of my eye, you caught their attention. I'm not the only one. And I say this about everything, and this is in love, life, and relationships. Everybody ain't here for you. Everybody that's watching you, even here on YouTube and all these social media platforms, everybody that's watching you do not like you. Everybody here is not here in your best favor. And I keep telling folks that, and some folks just think it's always supposed to go your way. It just ain't. People is evil out here watching. Listen, as many good people watching you, is that many more evil people watching you. They watching you to either steal something from you, learn something. Because Lex Luthor is brilliant. Lex Luthor needed all the information out of Superman. How did Lex Luthor finally conquer Superman? He had to learn his weaknesses. So he studied. He watched him. He tried to figure him out until he was like, oh, kryptonite. He allergic to his own planet. That's what people here on YouTube do. And that's what people here in life do. You don't always got everybody on your rooting for you, man. If you got 100 people rooting for you to succeed, you got 200 people praying that you fail. If you don't believe that, I'm not going to call no name. If you don't believe that, you're greatly mistaken. I was going to say you're a fool. I'm not going to call no name. If you don't believe that, you're greatly mistaken. For every 100 people that's rooting for you to get through the finish line and succeed, there are 200 that they are praying. Some people only tune into your channel or come around you in real life waiting for you to fall flat on your face so they can either laugh or say, I told you so. They waiting for that. They live for that. So even out here in life, everybody that's watching you, like me, the little girl caught her out the corner of my eye, ain't like, oh, she's beautiful. Kind of look like my daughter. No, that dude in that white truck might be like this. Look, I'm going to use the same word. Oh, she's beautiful. Yeah. See, like if she come get this cart over here by this van with no windows, the little girl just on her phone, not paying attention, and she even pushing one cart with one hand just so she could see that phone, and it took something out of me. This whole last 30 days I've been with my daughter every day. I just kind of been like, the bonding all over again, and I don't want to see nothing happen to nobody, baby. So for me, I'm using this whole example. The kind of I am tugging on your heartstrings because you dig what I'm saying. I'm using this example because people out here, they keep thinking people like me is overbearing, a joke, talk too much, too repetitive. The reason why I am overbearing, I am repetitive, I do talk too much because I can't stand to see people get hurt. So all of that leads here. For the people that don't believe in protecting themselves, they don't believe in 2A. I'm not going to talk about that. You don't believe in protecting yourself through 2A. If you don't believe in, you like the people that was like, oh, you don't need no land because, the government owns it. You don't own nothing. People that believe in that, all I'm going to tell you is this. Oh, people say I don't like canning, I don't like gardening, I don't like storing food. Because I believe it or not, we get that here in the gardening community. Y'all know good and well. You hear people say this. What am I stocking all this? Why am I doing that? Why am I doing this? That's dumb. If you can't see the handwriting on the wall in the last 4 years, let alone 8, in the last 8 years, the politicians are showing you they're actually, let's be specific. All of these politicians, no matter what side you on the red or you on the blue, because I look at them as Bloods and Crips. It don't matter which gang you in, it's all crime. Dig what I'm saying? Whether you on the red or the blue in politics, ain't it weird that they pick those colors? Whether you're on the red or the blue, don't matter which side you on, which gang you in, it's all crime. Politics. Not only are the politicians showing you the wickedness and the crookedness, they are literally warning you out of their mouths. Let's see this. In the last 6 years alone, how many times have a politician stood on the podium and told you better prepare, save water? I ain't never heard this before. We have never heard this before. I ain't gonna say we ain't never heard it before. We ain't heard it in like 60 years, 70 years. When WW2, WW1, they was like teaching kids at school. Think about it. 70 years ago, 50 years ago, they was teaching kids how to hide from an H-bomb. Jump under your table. In my days, in grade school and elementary school and junior high, we had drills all the time for bombs and fires and tornadoes and hurricanes where you had to run out in the hallway, cross your legs, stick your head down in your leg. How many people did that? If you around the age of 50. If you older than 50, y'all did the jump under the table, hide for the bomb, cover your head, cover your ears, protect your eyes. How many people? If you older than me, you were in that era where y'all had to jump under the table. Right now, we're talking about getting homesteads and getting ourselves together. Just think, back then, people think what we're doing is extreme by getting homesteads. The same stuff that was happening then is happening now. Back then, They weren't just getting homesteads. They were building literal bomb shelters under their backyards. They were building, I'm not talking about storm shelters. They were building bomb shelters stocked with food, water, supplies to be up under the earth for at least 6 months to a year. Every now and then you will buy a house, people will buy a house and uncover they thought was a swimming pool. No, it was a doggone 20 by 20 bomb shelter for a family of 6. That wasn't extreme then. You think it's extreme now? Thank you, Black Guns Owner. Thank you. Say, good morning, Led. Thank you for the everything you do. I pray peace and prosperity and protection over you and your family. Thank you. And I pray the same for you, my friend. Hey, Myra McLean. We watching this stuff happen. And we don't have to do the conspiracy theory no more. We don't have to do that. People do that now. People come up with conspiracy theories now for entertainment and for fun. You don't have to. You know, the whole Bigfoot vampires and werewolves, you don't have to do that anymore. The politicians are telling you out of their mouths. You can pull it up right now, anywhere on social media, anywhere on the internet, where one of these politicians told you, prepare for power outages. They are literally preparing us for power outages. They're telling you we're going to be having some rolling blackouts in the next 3 months, so keep your power ready and keep your supplies. They're telling you this. They're telling you with their mouth. No more conspiracies. No more dark rooms that everybody gather in and whisper and talk about this stuff. No more of that. They're telling you, hey, yo, this is about to happen. So check this out. I've been saying for years, when there is a war somewhere else, we are part of that. All it does is a ripple effect and hit us in one way, form, or fashion. Either it's going to hit us in the pocket. The price is going to go up on supplies and merchandise. We've seen that ever since 2019. Gas prices go up. Supplies at the store go up. Something we cannot get anymore. No supplies of such and such. Every time something happened over there, and we'd be like, we don't got nothing to do with that. I don't care about them fighting over there. Look what happened in the last 2 years. Them two countries with the little dude been fighting back and forth. All hell is breaking out over here with the prices, but we keep saying we ain't got no part to that. We ain't worried about that. Now I'm gonna tell you this. This the other part I've been saying for years. Every time one of them, let me back up. We are the United States of America. I know it's filled with hatred, prejudice, and racism, but we are still united as one with all that garbage. Just like a bad family. We like a bad family, a dysfunctional family. We are all together living under one roof. It don't matter who you like and who you don't, who get the big piece of chicken and who don't. We are living under the same roof in this big dysfunctional family called the United States of America. Remember that. Remember, I don't care if you like me or not. We still live in the same house. We got to cohabitate. Okay. So every time one of them over there act up, the United States, meaning this is a melting pot of nations. This is the melting pot of every race. There ain't too many other countries like us. This is the melting pot of every race, every culture, and every religion gathered from around the globe. It's a blessing. That's what makes us special. And it's also a curse, because what we're seeing now is these other two dudes done started fighting amongst each other, correct? United States of America. You don't think they people is over here ready to bang on wax too? We're watching it. Last night I fell asleep. I was listening to Erica My Fly Family, and I clicked. I was watching that, but before I was watching that, I was watching a protest or a march here on a United States of America soil, protest about something that's happening on the whole other side of the planet. So I watched that, and it made a Thanksgiving Macy's parade look like a state fair, because I couldn't believe how many people were supporting this side, and I couldn't believe the other protest that was going on somewhere else in another city that was supporting this side of a war that's on the other side of the planet. Thank you for that, that guy from Texas. What that told me was the United States is just what they told you it was. It's a gathering of all countries, gathering of all religions, races, cultures, beliefs from all around the globe. So what it showed me was we sitting smack, if you ain't got nothing to do with that, we sitting smack dab. How many people ever been to a Waffle House? How many people ever been to a Waffle House? Preferably in Atlanta, but it don't matter where it been. You ever been to a Waffle House where you sitting there and you trying to either sober up, or you sitting there trying to get your groove on, and you trying to holler at a late night date or a late night creep? You trying to holler. This girl start calling this girl a whole bunch of names. This girl and that girl about to jump on her. You sitting there just trying to eat your doggone waffles and chicken. But these two chicks, you think you looked at this chick, you could have swore she had a knife. You looked at this one, you could have swore she had a pistol. Like, what? Only problem is they fighting right in front of the doorway. You can't get out. You can't get out. That's the situation that a lot of us are in right now. That, look, I'm not supporting you and I'm not supporting you. I just want to get out. Can't. United States of America is like the Waffle House. It's only one way in, one way out. It's like a game. One way in, one way out. We're in the middle of a fight. And the people that support this group in this city right here, and the people that support that group in that city right there, they're having marches. And with some of us that don't want to hear about none of that is sitting smack dab in the middle of all this. Now, here's the other difference is they're just as enraged, and likely could be start some stuff as the people on the other side of the planet that's banging on wax and don't care about blowing up hospitals and stuff. Yo, I'm only coming on this early in the morning because I got a video coming out later, because this is driving me crazy right here. Because everybody's like, I don't need to prepare. I don't get into that. I don't get that. And this. All right, what? Yo, what? You don't see this? You still don't think you need a pistol? You still don't think you need no food stored up? You still don't think you need to make no map on somewhere to go hide? You still don't? I'm gonna kick it to you like this. You know we in trouble. You know, not just America, humanity. You know humanity is in trouble. Humanity is on the bench right now. Humanity is on the witness stand. You know humanity is going to lose this case when you start not caring about blowing up children's hospitals, when you don't care about blowing up civilian homes and neighborhoods. You know, one thing that I always remember about certain wars, okay, because I love history. one thing that we don't never pay attention to, if you don't read anything about history, history will trip you out about how war works. War works like this. Did you know that people used to come together from both sides and talk about what they're going to do before they have a war? Like, look, both sides come together and they have a talk and say, listen, all right, this is what we're going to do, because we are going to fight. We are going to do this. All right, we're going to have the war over here. It's like somebody planning a wedding. We're going to have the war over here. We only going to do this from sun up to sundown. We're going to do it on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. True story. That's the part about war you didn't think about. Even in the Civil War, they came together like, listen, not today. All right. We tired. Y'all tired. We ain't got no food. Not today. That's what's happening right now. They talking amongst themselves. Well, I back that up. That's not true. Even back then, there was a little bit of honor amongst thieves. There was honor amongst rivals. Like we got, remember, I challenged you to a duel, 20 paces. They made rules and regulations on how we bought the buck on one another. Remember? There was rules. The Old West, son. High noon, middle of the city, Main Street. Remember? There was rules and regulations. Even in the mob, even with gangsters, the most deadliest people to walk the earth, gangsters, mobsters, hitmen, they had rules. No women and children. No elderly people. They had rules even with evil people like that, son. You mean to tell me now everything is on the menu? Blow up hospitals. We done saw in the last 2 years, they're like, blow up all their neighborhoods. We don't forget shooting at the soldiers. Shoot at their mamas and them. Aim at their mamas and their grandmamas. Aim at their schools. Aim at their children. Aim at the mall. Forget the soldiers. Because this how we hurt them. We hit them hard. We hit their family. When they emotional stuff is broke up, they too emotional. They can't fight. They have taken that off the menu of honoring women, children, and elder. No, they taking everybody. So what we seeing now, we got one war bubbling, and it's still bubbling on one side. Another war bubbling over here, and listen, it is blue flame hot. It's blue flame hot what's about to pop off. They're starting their war with no rules. Everybody's on the menu, son. They starting their war with everybody on the menu. What we say, man, everybody can get it. We talk that. They're actually doing it. Everybody can get it. They're not playing with us. So if you have humanity has lost all function of honor whatsoever, where women, children, babies, elderly is on the menu for destruction just so you can win a fight over something. It don't none of this belong to nobody. None of this belong to nobody. And here we are fighting over something that was actually a gift to all of us. It was a gift from God to all of us. And we're fighting on which piece belong to you, and you. That's what all these wars is about right now. What did I tell you? The most important thing on the planet is, besides the love of the Father right now, besides the love of the Father in physical right here, the most valuable thing, everybody talk about coins and dimes and diamonds. No, the most valuable thing, I just said this a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? The most valuable thing on the planet is land. We've been fighting, and all the wars have been about land, taking land, giving up land. It's always been about land. Bloodshed has been about land. Think about it. Think about it. Not people keep thinking it's over. So, oh, they got diamonds and minerals. Where's the diamonds and minerals at? Yeah, in their land. And we won't sit. It's all about greed. It's just about greed. So my whole point is this. If you don't believe that we're smack dab in the middle of two flaming hot wars, and I'm going to tell you how. We've been supplying the first war with tools, and now we're supplying another war with tools. Man, that's like that Waffle House I was just telling you about. What if you be like, hey, she got a knife. You want to borrow this right here? Pop her a couple times with that. Hey, she got that popcorn popper. You want to borrow this? Hit her, throw that at her. That's what we doing. We're the instigators in two schoolyard fights. After a while, y'all, and I'm trying to keep this as plain and understandable as possible. After a while, the instigator ends up being the one to get their ass kicked. Keep it real. You know, one day, this girl that's fighting on the schoolyard and this girl that's fighting on the schoolyard, they're going to end up being friends some kind of way and end up having a conversation and be like, I thought you hated me. No, I did. I went off because I thought you hated me. Nah, because what's her name? Wait. Who said that you don't like me? Brenda. Brenda the one told me you was going to whoop me. Think about that for about 2 ticks now. It's always that instigator that started this gangster stuff. Next thing you know, wait a minute. You mean to tell me Brenda is the one messing with both our men? Yeah, she wanted y'all to fight so she can get both of y'all out the picture, and she's sleeping with both of y'all men. But yet she was y'all best friend and ally during the fighting. See, I'm keeping this schoolyard, hood yard, so we can kind of understand how this big global mess is going, because it's absolutely no different. It's absolutely no different. It just sounds like, because I'm the one talking about it, it just sounds like, no, those are politicians. This is deeper than that. No, it's not. You got an instigator that keeps spreading lies like, hey, you know Darren took your girl, right? He was trying to holler at your girl. And you know Brad was hollering at your girl last night. You got one instigator in the middle going back and forth, doing the back and forth, talking stuff in both their ear. Man, hey, you holler at that dude, tell him I want to sing. He go back, hey, you know Brad said, man, when he see you, it's on sight. You know, Brad just, I don't know, man. I don't know nothing about it. He just told me. What, for what? I don't know, man. I ain't even in it. He just told me to holler at you and tell you that, man, on sight when he see you. Just saying. Am I lying? Next thing you know, now, homeboy get mad like, yo, all right, well, tell him it is what it is then. Next thing you know, on sight, they both banging on wax, and the instigator is sitting back like this. Hey, man, you gonna let him push you like that? You gonna let him push you? Oh, dog, he just talked about your mama, man. You know, you don't take that. Remember, you were saying anybody talk about your mama, it's on sight, man. He just said something about your mama, man. The instigator in the back doing that. He's the frick. Listen, America is the Don King of the world. Guava on that one. America is the Don King of the planet. It's going to be the most splendiferous, hansuverous fight of the year. Got them two little flags. We the ones waving them two little flags. The most splendiferous, the strongest, the baddest, coldest. We're the Don King of the world. We put these fights together. You know why we put these fights together? Because each boxer made a little bit of money. The person that made the most money was Don King. The promoter. Oh, y'all got to come on and catch up with me now. Come on and catch up with me now. Here's the other thing. Here's another one. I'm gonna burn your brain up a little bit. What's a way when you owe these people money and you owe these people money? You want them to kill each other so they can forget about you. How do you get rid of them? You owe them billions and trillions. How do you get rid of them? You owe them billions and trillions. We can't afford to get rid of them. We cannot do it. We just can't do both of them. But if we made them fight each other and we give them tools to fight one another, when we give them the tools, we be like, look, I give you these tools. If you just wipe my doggone checkbook clean, you know I owe you those trillions, right? Yeah, man. Whatever, man. Just give me the tools. Give me the tools to fight. Okay, I'm just saying, I don't owe you that no more, right? If I give you these tools, we good. We even. We square it out. That happens not only in the hood, but these big politicians and these doggone, what do I want to call them? Because I don't want to say nothing bad. Dictators. It works the same as the hood. If I can't fight this crime mob and I can't fight that crime mob and I know I owe both crime mobs money because I've been borrowing, make them fight each other. Take each other out. Make some deals with them. All of this being said, that I said this morning, because this been bubbling. Listen, this been bubbling in my guts and in my spirit like a bad burrito off damn food truck. This, what I'm telling you now, has been bubbling in my spirit like a bad burrito on a food truck. I can't sleep. I'm just sitting there stewing and I'm watching people not getting ready. I'm watching people not preparing. I'm watching people tell me how silly it is to own land. I'm watching people tell me how dumb it is to own a firearm. I'm watching people tell me gardens is for slaves. I'm listening to this. And I'm like, you don't see this? Nobody see this? So that means, remember I told y'all for years, I've been like, I don't want the poop to hit the boot. And we are friends now, but if you're not preparing and you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, that means you as my friend gonna probably end up being my enemy when I tell you, no, you can't come over here. Because it's about to pop off. Something is. You don't go marching through the streets, especially that deep. In every city, I don't care what my people have been through. One thing that we have not done yet, and if we have, please correct me. We have not went every city to city to city and protested on one single matter. I'm talking about my people, right? My folks. We might have something that happened in Illinois. We are protesting Illinois only. We might have something happen in New York and we protest in New York only. Something that happened in Massachusetts, we protest in Massachusetts only. No matter what we've been through, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Even the Million Man March wasn't this deep. Y'all been watching the news. These people is filling up highways where the police is literally blocking off the highways and shutting off the highways so these masses of people can walk and march and protest about what's going on the other side of the world. Now remember, that's happening here on this soil. They're protesting here in every city and state. They're repping their hometown harder than any of us. We can stop saying I rep my city. They are repping their city on both sides now. They both is. All I know is we smack dab in the middle of it. If you don't think that now is the time to get yourself together, put some food away. I've heard a bunch of ladies tell me, man, my husband ain't with it. My family think I'm crazy. Or my wife think I'm crazy. She ain't with it. My kids think I'm crazy. This is the time. I'm not telling nobody to fall out of order. There is loopholes in those orders, though. If your husband ain't with it and you supposed to follow his lead, you can be like, well, look, I'm preparing for the babies then. It's my job to take care of the children. And I feel I need to keep them safe. That is my job, yes, in order. So I'm going to keep stocking this food up, not for us, but for the children. You can't think that's crazy. We don't want nothing to happen to the babies now, do we? See how I just loophole. Fellas, like, look, my job, I'm going to say what I've used a couple times, where Lady Leah thought I was crazy, but keep canning up all this food, putting it under the bed, right? She was like, putting it under the bed with the shoes is maybe pushing a little far. Look, here, huh? God said, I'm supposed to follow him. Okay? My job down here is to take care of you and them. Don't tell me how to take care of you and him, and you and them. God, it's in the book. It's in the book. God told me to make sure you good. And this is how he said, do it. Now, if you tell me I can't be taking care of you the way God told me to take care of you, okay, this is in the book. You can read it. I got away with a lot of prepping stuff that way. So, fellas, if your wife ain't with it, you're gonna have to pull that card. Go do some research, find the scriptures, and be like, look at there, right there, read that. I highlighted it and everything with that little highlighting marker of yours. Read that. If you don't, as people that don't want to own a firearm, they said, well, long as I got my lucky knife, ain't nobody, but I don't need no firearm. Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm going to hit you with this. Have y'all seen the flash mobs robbing stores? They'll break all the windows out and about 50 people run in there and take all the purses and shoes and stuff out. How many people have seen these flash mobs? Where about 50 to 100 people run into one of these fancy stores and take out all the purses and stuff. How many people? Show a hand. All right. Damn right. Damn smooth. So my point is with that is, what your knife gonna do if about 50 of them run up on you because you got something they want, like some food? You're the only one with solar power behind you. You're the only one with stocked up food and refrigeration. You're the only one. Do you think only one dude gonna try to sneak in your house or sneak through your window? Do you only think two people, one at the front door, one at the back, that's all coming? You may poke somebody one time, one good time. You may get one poke off. But look, you cannot hold off that many people with no doggone blade. What's the word? Bringing a knife to a gunfight? Literally. Even if you don't believe in the Second Amendment in two ways, I want you to think about it in a practical way, which is, ain't nobody say you got to go out here being Rambo. Everything we do is for preparation for just in case something happens. Nobody tell you you got to go out here and put a whole 1911 on your hip and open carry it and be walking around with a damn Wyatt Earp hat on. Nobody tell you. See, we watch too much TV. But I know the research that I've done over the years, in all the years I've been carrying, was this. I can't even leave out the experiences that I've literally been through when somebody coming in my house. It's never just one. It's never just one dude coming in your house, man. Them crackhead days is over. The crackhead days is over where it might be one little dusty dude crawling through your window. Them days is over. And he didn't want to hurt nobody. He just wanted your VCR anyway. So them days is over. Now people coming to take your kids. They ain't coming for your VCR no more. Everything is streaming now. ain't nobody coming for your Fire Stick, son. Everything is streaming. They ain't coming in for your VCR. So imagine this. If they're not coming in just to steal your VCR, they don't even care about flat screen TVs, because some of y'all flat screen TVs is so damn big, you can't get it through the front door anyway. You had to have a wall removed to bring the flat screen TV in the house in the first place. They know better than that. They coming in here for something a little bit more important than your flat screen TV and your VCR. What is that? Only you know. Well, only you and them. So you mean to tell me you're going to hold them off with a baseball bat? You're going to hold them off with your little machete? No. It's never just one dude no more. It's always a gang of fools. Look, I showed y'all in my backyard, these dudes walking through my backyard looking to steal my generator. It wasn't one little dusty dude. He brought a friend. He brought a friend just for a generator. Every review footage I watch where people trying to either, block you off, do the whole car technique and block you off, and it's 4 dudes jump out the car while you pulling in your driveway in your garage about to jack you. Or as soon as you pull in your garage and they trying to rob you and rob your house, what do? It's 4 or 5 dudes. It was 4 or 5 on the side of your house waiting for you to pull up. And it's 4 or 5 dudes that pull up in the driveway with you. And they all rush you. It's never just one dude, man. You mean to tell me with everything going on in the world right now, literally, you seen it. I ain't saying not one conspiracy theory thing yet, have I? The only conspiracy theory words that left my mouth was werewolf, vampire, and aliens. And I don't even know if aliens should be on that list no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even believe aliens fit the list of conspiracy theories no more with all the stuff everybody keep on seeing. Right? So we're gonna stick to vampires and werewolves. Them the only words come out of my mouth. So far, every word I've told you is factual and is true. So right now, if you do not believe in preparing for bad times, I'm not talking about the apocalypse, and that's where we all get things twisted. I'm not talking about the apocalypse. I'm not talking about the coming of Jesus. I'm not talking about the destruction of the earth. I am literally talking about the lights going out. You mean to tell me you can't stock up a couple cans of vegetable soup, chicken noodle soup, little bit of water? You do it anyway. I know some people got some storages of beer. I walked in a garage about a month ago, And I didn't say nothing. I just seen a wall of beer in somebody's house. Like, I'm gonna take it that's for the apocalypse. I'm not gonna go passing judgment, but I'm gonna say that's for dark days. So you still mean to tell me we shouldn't be preparing like our life depends on it, because it will. It's in your face. Don't listen to me. Don't take nothing I'm saying. Forget what I'm saying. Forget every word I'm saying. Cut on any social media outlet, cut on any news outlet, or just listen and watch for yourself. A lot of us know some of the people that are going to war. They have family members still over there. The war is so bad that even they turned racist. Come on now. They alerted all people. Well, I can't say all people of color, but they alerted darker skin tone people to leave the country right now, or else. That plan with darker melanated people just landed the other day, because they was like, we giving you a shot, get out of here. Like, I was born and raised here, get out of here. When, again, like I told y'all, when it get to a point where you don't care, schools, hospitals, color, race, creed, you come on site, you getting it. When they tell you we don't care, hold on, because I ain't done yet. My battery is like, come on now. We about to be out of here. We about to be out of here, computer. Oh man, I messed it up, y'all. There we go. Okay. When they telling you they don't care what they blow up, who they blow up, they're trying to destroy as many people as they physically possibly can. We don't care if you wearing a soldier's uniform or not. This reminds me of another time in history with that dude, that little mustache. This reminds me of another time in history. That dude, that little mustache. Get rid of all of them, he said. Men, women, and children, just get rid of them. The extermination, it was an extermination. That's what this is. And why should we give credit or think that these dictators are any more? Why should we give them more credit today than we gave the dude with the little mustache? Think about it. Think about it. Because they're doing the exact same thing today that the dude with the little mustache did. Women, children, everybody is on the menu, son. Think about it. When there's no more rules, like, get rid of extermination. This is Operation Extermination. These aren't wars. This ain't genocide. This is a pure 100% extermination of humanity. And when y'all say when I say humanity, I'm not talking about just in the physical sense. I'm not talking about just in the physical sense. Thank you, Grow Big TV. Thank you. I'm talking about in the mental and the spiritual, because this is why I say that. After a war like this, where it don't matter, women, children, where do we go next? So now the books have changed and we have made it okay to bomb women, children, schools, hospitals. After a war like that, where do we find common ground anymore? So now from here on out, all wars is whatever it is, civilians and everything. That's why I'm saying prepare, because they're showing you civilians is on the menu, not just the soldiers. It ain't just our soldiers going to have to go to war right now. We're hoping our soldiers will defend us. We're hoping the police will come and save us and defend us. But that's the part about why I'm like, look, you better pick up arms and you better learn how to hold your doggone weapon and use it. Go get you one. And the reason why is they're not just shooting at soldiers. They're not just going to shoot at police officers, and police officers, we don't have enough of them to even try to, and good ones, to defend. See where I deal with that? To defend you, because they're too busy defending their own family. We don't even have enough good officers. I'm got to keep saying that. Thank you, Waverly Morris. Thank you. Say, keep it real, brother. People better check themselves before they wreck themselves, before they find themselves picking themselves up. Thank you for that. Listen, I'm telling you, true. So, with that being said, you guys, you still don't think protecting yourself and saving food, if you never thought about a firearm before, it's a lot of people that became firearm owners and parts of the 2A community in this last couple of years, thanks to my friend Regular Gun Guy, My Fly Family, a fat guy with guns, excuse me, and all the other crew. Thank you for teaching so many people how to protect themselves. Period. Because now the time is really coming. Thank you for that, Carla Peterson. Thank you. Said thanks, Leah Farmer, for your knowledge. Thank you. That time is here. Because if you don't think this is not going to spill off onto us, and you won't have to defend your home or your soil. For instance, the war that started 2 years ago. Listen. The war that started 2 years ago over there on the other side of the planet, what happened? They was like, we running out of people. Do anybody got any guns? Anybody got any training? Anybody can help us? Because we running out of soldiers. They had to recruit civilians. Then it happened on both sides of them. Both of them was running out of soldiers. They recruiting kids and old people. They recruiting people out the nursing home. I can't make this up. Did y'all see those news footages? They was going into the retirement homes, and if you can hold up one of these old AK-47s, you good. If you can hold one up, that's all we need from you. You mean to tell me you visiting the junior high schools and the doggone nursing homes trying to recruit people to help you fight a war that's ridiculous in the first place? Prisoners, they recruited prisoners. They were like, we're gonna let y'all out of jail if you hold this gun. Now look, this dude is in jail for aggravated murder with a firearm of people he liked. Of people that he used to like. You gave a prisoner a gun that the reason he was in prison is because he murdered people that he liked. You gonna let him out after being locked up for 10, 15 years? And all he been wanting to do is pay back all the people to put him in here? You gonna give him a gun. And you want him to go fight them though. This is the world we live in right now. If you don't know, I just told you. When all of this is over and it's on the books that you can go and blow up anything and anybody you want to, those rules don't reverse. It's like the gas prices. It's not going to go back down. Once it's okay to blow up everybody and shoot everybody, and everybody is cool with it around the United Nations, like it is what it is. Once everybody's cool with it, that means now civilians is involved. Right? Civilians, you on the menu too. So if they're showing you, which I told you earlier, they're showing you civilians is on the menu, what are you? Everybody is watching me right now. Even if, I'm not talking to the people that's actively enlisted right now. I'm talking about the other people that's not actively enlisted, which is probably 99% of you. What are you? You're a civilian. That used to mean you safe. That used to mean you don't have to pick up arms because the soldiers is going to fight for you. The police is going to come to the rescue. The fire department is coming. Not no more. This is meaning you better, all I'm going to say, I don't like to say that, not you better. You should ponder deeply, pray on it if you must, about protecting yourself and storing away some food. If you're not feeling that right now, we are not on the same level. If you don't see what I see, if you see what I see, rather, if you see what I see and you think it is not going to affect you in any way, form, or fashion, to the point you don't need to be thinking about picking up arms to defend you and your family. We on two different pages. You might, this may not be the channel for you. I promise you that. Because right now, there's another reason why I'm putting out these videos of showing y'all about me and my family, because what I'm doing now also, which it may be a good idea for you too, you better reconcile your differences with all the people in your family and your close friends, because you're going to need them. I know you think I ain't going to need them. You're going to need them. I'm bringing my family together and I'm trying to bond and work out differences and work out problems and fix kinks and making deeper plans. I don't want to plan with you texting like from, hey, this is our meeting place. Meet in this place and we all going to talk about it around the campfire. So things that I didn't show you and I couldn't show you was the things that was discussed around my campfire that me and my whole family had. Where do we meet? Where's the supplies? What do we do? Who get what? Where's the weapons? Where's the ammo? Where's the this? Where's the that? I know I've been gone for a minute. It wasn't just for the surgery. It was, man, I see what is going on. And all of it ain't for YouTube. If I can't make anybody do anything, like I told you, I'm not a salesman. I can't make people do stuff. But I'm telling you, sometimes you got to lead by example. If you don't think this is a good idea, good luck. If you don't think preparing and saving food and gardening and trying to come out of these cities, if you don't think coming out of these cities is a good idea right now, woo. All of them people I saw, I'm just gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick one city, and I might be wrong on it. What I was watching yesterday, I'm gonna say it was in Chicago. I think it was. It was in Chicago. Don't quote me. Where they shut the highway down. If all of them people start acting up, say they want to act up to support their people, this is what happened in the city. When they shutting down traffic on the highway, it was pandemonium. The police couldn't control the flow of traffic because they shut that mug down. How you gonna come out that city? How you gonna maneuver around that city? How you gonna protect your home when all these people is losing their freaking minds? Now let me clear something up. Me and you, the people that's like-minded, the people that are preparing, the people that are on one accord with to a community and protecting yourself, we're already going to be freaking out. You know that we ain't never, a lot of us have never been in an actual war type situation. Let's be honest. We preppers, but we ain't no soldiers. We're preppers. We're not soldiers. You be about to piss your pants at a job interview, let alone have to pick up arms to defend your home. Let's be honest. Come on. This is me. Right? So imagine this. We're freaking out and we train all the time. We're freaking out and we know about firearm. We know about ammo. We know about protection preparation. Imagine how many more people that don't do none of what we're talking about. They don't prepare. They go shopping every day. They go to the mall. They care about their hair, their nails, the rims on their car. They're not thinking about none of this. So if me and you was freaking out and we know we're prepared, what do you think the people that's not prepared, how do you think they're going to act? The only thing they're going to know how to do, if the poop hit the boot, the only thing, the first response they're going to have, we got to get out of here. They're going to jump in the car, just like the other 4,000 people trying to go down a 2-lane road. Jump in the car and try to leave to go somewhere they ain't even made no preparations of where they're going to go. They just know we got to get out of our neighborhood because it's crazy. It's in every movie. One thing about that movie, it's true to life. Everybody gonna jump in their car and try to leave. Every time we have a doggone hurricane coming on the coast, we got evacuation routes that get backed up because everybody wait till the last damn minute. Oh my God, look, that's a tornado. Get in the car, let's go. With the other 10,000 people that did the same thing you did, unprepared. So imagine if you in the heart of the city. How do you think you're going to weasel through that? And a lot of us got babies. I ain't talking about people with little kids that can run with you. I'm talking about babies, infants. None of this is going through your mind. You ain't thinking about none of this. You might have newborns, infants, elderly, elders, everybody, people in wheelchairs, the handicapped, the disabled. We're not making plans to try to get all of our family members and friends up out of this mess. You sitting in the heart of the city and brag on it like, yeah, I live in the most exclusive part of town, over here in the suburbs, I used to say that. I used to say that until it started weighing heavy on my mind about 5 or 6 years ago when, hey, how you doing? Is that a new beehive? That's none of your damn business. Oh, what's in the box, neighbor? None of your damn business. When you know you got neighbors that notice every damn. I saw a guy trying to get in your car last night. I don't know if you knew him or whatever. That was my son. I haven't seen you around much. You still work at the post office? When you hear your neighbors in your business like that, y'all too close. You don't think they know what's coming in and out of your house on a regular basis? So if the poop hit the boot, you the first. Hey, how do you got lights on in there? Hey, let us in. We're freezing. We're hungry out here. In the heart of the city, you ain't going to be able to get away from these folks. You're not going to be able to. It's hard enough you ain't going to be able to evacuate. But then if you have to stay and try to fight, you are not fighting people that are calm. This is not a Rambo flick. You're not fighting people that's coming in one at a time. Even Chuck Norris and all them, what they do? They fight 40 dudes and beat them. While Chuck Norris is fighting one dude, the other 39 suckers are standing around waiting for their turn. None of them, the most has come at him is 2. It's fake, man. We watch too much TV, man. Watch too much TV. The most, honestly, and I know now this is probably about to be the craziest thing I say through this whole thing. The most realistic scenario for what will happen, not maybe, will, is the Walking Dead scenario. One zombie ain't just going to be sitting here like, I can't wait to get bite on that net. No, they all mob you, son. They coming through the windows. They on the roof. They in the basement. They out in the swimming pool. Honestly, I know that sounds crazy, but imagine them ain't zombies. Them is real people trying to get in and get at you. Them is real human beings that know you got food, you got water, you got supplies, you got solar. Them is real people. In the heart of the city, you can't protect this stuff. I ain't gonna say you can't. It's gonna be harder. When you out in rural area, you is gonna have to fight off them same situations. You are not gonna be able to protect that much land. It's the truth. It's the truth. But my odds are going to be better than my odds on my land will be better than my odds sitting right here in this house where I could doggone smell his breakfast cooking. I'm so close to him, even though I'm farther than a lot of people in a lot of places. I'm so close to him. Every time he cook a steak, I pull out the doggone A1 sauce. Every time this dude take a poop, I pull out some tissue paper. That's how close we are. I can smell what you're cooking, man. I can smell what the rock is cooking. If you can smell another man's food, you too close. If you can hear another couple making love at night, you too close. You too close. This is my rule of thumb. This Led's rule of thumb. If you can smell what another man is cooking, you too close to him. That's too close. If you can hear another couple making love, I don't care what they doing. You too close. In the heart of the city is where stuff is going to get the stickiest. Imagine this, where I'm from, Toledo, Ohio. Everybody know where I'm from. Everybody, I done said this. If stuff be horrible in the neighborhoods that I grew up in, and there wasn't any war or no crazy stuff popping off, people always crawling through your windows at night, what the hell do you think gonna happen when some stuff pop off here? I can't even imagine it, man. I don't like people keep asking me a whole bunch of questions about stuff that's none of their business and I didn't try to disclose. I don't like people asking me that. So imagine those same nosy neighbors when they know you got lights on. Are your bees, did they give you any honey this season? I don't talk to these people. So imagine that. You that nosy, you know I got solar. Because every time we have a blackout here, my lights is on. And I know, just like everybody else, you look down the street, is everybody else lights out? I don't see. The Led's lights is on. They lights is on. But nobody else is on the blocks is on. What do you think they thinking? That you just draw attention to yourself. So I'm just saying, family, right now, if you don't prepare right now, good luck. Good luck. I'm going to leave y'all alone for the morning. I'm going to release another video. Ain't got nothing to do with this later on. But it kind of do, because you're going to need some extra power, extra energy. So just saying, I'll release that later. Everybody, thank you for watching. Please prepare, and pray like your life depend on it, because it actually do. Not may, it does depend on it. Watch what's happening. It's coming closer and closer to home, ain't it? It's hitting closer and closer to home, ain't it? Your city, they marching. I think downtown my city, they marching about something. I'm like this about, like, yo, what side you on? Don't put me in that. This is like, what set you claiming? I don't want to have nothing to do with that. So with that being said, you guys, please prepare. Prep your family. Sit down and have a discussion at dinner. Everybody's cell phones off. Stop watching Larry Farmer 73 for a minute. Everybody's cell phones down and just sit around the table and talk to your family. Talk. Everybody is not going to rock with what you got to say when you talk about some, we got to cut shit and we got to prepare. Everybody, we ain't got no money for that, Darren. I know we don't. So that's why I'm going to have to ask you to pawn them wigs. I'm going to have to ask you to go ahead and pawn a couple of them wigs. And Junior, I know I was supposed to get you a car for graduation. You can go and have my bike in the garage, my bicycle. It's an electric bike. It's a Hemingway. You can go ahead and rock that because, son, We got other stuff. We got bigger fish to fry. Okay. And what you gonna do? You know, I'm keeping it real. No. You go and pawn that new Xbox. Oh, they got me. They got me. Yeah, if we pawning our stuff, you want me to pawn my good wigs? Go pawn that Xbox or that PS2. Oh, God, girl, you cut me. Everybody got to chip in. Everybody got to chip in. Everybody got to sacrifice something, let some stuff go, get your money up so you can get prepped up. Just saying. All right, prep up or shut up. Laird Farmer 73. Everybody have a wonderful day. Please be safe. I love you, and I'm out. Peace. And I mean that. Peace.